Now, Jokic is able to dominate this game, only taking 12 shots by doing this, being patient, composed, when under pressure, and this makes basketball a lot more pleasing to watch, unlike air balls like this. But people allowed him to alleviate that pressure. Boom, Jimmy comes over on that double, right? That little nudge right there. That nudge gave him more space gave him more time, now he's able to make the right read and find the right player. AG airballed it, but it's a clean look at the end of the day. And now, this is what you're going to do playing against Bam, bro. Because straight up, that midi, that float is just so inconsistent, you'll live with it every single time. Even if he's hitting every single one of them, that'll only lead the Heat to win about 1 to 2 games. It just is what it is, bro. I got to be honest. This series is low-key GG's, bro. And then right here in that first quarter, they're just exploiting that mismatch the whole time, every single time. But it wasn't just AG on this play that allowed that to happen. It was also Jokic on that pass, so peep it. A lot of players like to throw this pass in with a lot of air on the pass, but Jokic, he put a little bit of velocity on it, and what that does, it gets that pass there quicker and gives the help defenders less time to be able to rotate over and make a play on the ball while the ball's in the air, or double team before they can even get up into their shot. So now, boom, AG gets that easy too. And little details is important. Then right here, Bam got off his feet, drew the foul, right? But tell me, did Jokic even need to shoulder the ball up to be able to get Bam up and off his feet? Look, Jokic on the roll, right? Bam rotates. He didn't even show the ball up and Bam is already in the air. That just shows you that showing the ball is not the only thing that matters on the shot fake. There's 2 other components that matter just as much, which is your base being loaded, and then 2, having your eyes up. If you're able to use all 3 of those things and mix them in together, you're going to make defenders just look goofy. And right there by Bam. They're making it so easy for Jokic to make plays because Bam decided to put his hands on his body without taking him on a date. Pete, there's absolutely no purpose right here, right, for Bam to have his hands on Jokic's body because you try to push him, it's a foul. But if you try to pressure up, do something like Draymond Green does oftentimes, pressure up and then show your hands to discourage the passing lanes, that's going to stop Jokic as a playmaker. But now, he's able to see everything and throw that pass in every single lane that he wants, whether it's up high, down low, in the middle, don't matter. You're still going to be too slow. But boom, right here. Matchup in transition, right? Strus onto Jokic, Bam underneath. And this is where Miami is still making the game hard for themselves. How come? You got to make the switch off the ball. So peep this right here by Bam. Jokic trailing down, gets in the middle. And then right here is where Bam needs to recognize this, maybe even earlier, and say, Strus, drop down, go up and take Bam. Because what's this going to allow you to do? Jokic catches right here. He takes these dribbles down, and Jimmy doesn't have to step that far on help and stunt, which doesn't allow Porter Jr. to get this loose for a 3, making it tough for themselves. Then right there, you saw that screen, right? Really peep that screen right there by Jokic once again. Notice, right? Step, little move of the hip. Draymond Green sets those same exact screens, but yet I only hear people complain about this screen with Draymond Green. Jokic does it too, Sabonis does it too, but nobody wants to say anything else except for unless it's the Warriors. So if you're going to complain about Draymond setting these screens, also complain about Jokic and all these other good screen setters in the league about setting the same exact screen. But at the end of the day, you should not on the fact that it doesn't get called, which means it's not no moving screen. They happen all game. They call none of them. Then Jokic right here on the Jimmy. Good defender, but you still need to send the double. And then people Jokic did right there, man. Just the patience, the poise, and making the reads and being sharp. Then boom, right here. Jokic on another mismatch. But this is what makes Jokic so efficient and so great, is that he ain't going to play with this food. He's just going to get straight to what's available. And now Cody Zeller trying to guard Jokic. You should already know this not going to go well, bro. It ain't going to go well. Cody Zeller even tried to pull the chair, but even trying to pull the chair, he still couldn't stop Jokic. But peep this, though. Peep this, though. I don't know if you recognize this, but marginal contact, by the way. That's not nothing you call no offensive foul on, bro. It's a little nudge. Like Van Gundy just said, man. Little nudge. Then right there once again. Mind you, tough float by Murray. That same screen is set by Draymond Green. It's set by Golden State. But nobody wants to complain about anybody else when they set these same screens, bro. I just want people to be fair with what they're debating about. That's all it is. Then bam. Thought he was Kyrie. But peep right there, that outlet by Jokic, right? Peep it. And then boom. Lay attempt by Bam out of Irving. Then Jokic catching the ball and throwing a touch pass outlet before he gets his feet on the ground is really what makes this whole play. Because say he doesn't do that, this gap right here for Porter Jr. may not be there. Because that 1 extra second that he took to have the ball, gather himself, then pitch it ahead, will close up that gap right there to be able to get that pass to Porter Jr. And right there by Jokic. Jokic has got to understand, Bam is just like him. He's going to make plays and he's going to make counters when defenders try to anticipate actions, just like Jokic does himself. So right here on this handoff, right, Jokic sees Strus coming over, anticipates the action because he sees a shooter coming over the top. But Strus has been big bricks this night. So what is the point of even trying to go out and step up? Let him shoot another brick. Go ahead. But now he steps out. Bam gets an easy lane down the rim. Gets an easy 2. Then right here, another mismatch, right? Another mismatch, but peep what Jokic is about to do, though. Peep how he's finessing. Jokic be finessing, a lot of players be finessing, and we don't even be peeping it. So notice this right here to start. Has a mismatch, right? And notice the hands, notice the arms, notice the hook right here. Jokic initiates that hook, but what is he about to do, right? As for the ball, Bruce Brown goes up. Bruce Brown knocks it down. But if he missed that shot, Jokic just would have jumped and went to try to get that rebound, and they would have called a loose ball foul on Miami, even though Jokic was the one that initiated that hook. But the refs can't even see it because it happened so early, and they'll just be deceived at what happened at the end. So a little stuff be finessing, man. All players do it, so you can't even hate about it. Jokic, man, so wide open. What is he? 47% from 3 this year in the playoffs, but yet he still caught wide open and looked to pass. P, wide open, looked to pass, decided to drive, got the foul. Now, me personally, if all my game plans are not working, my game plan would be to make Jokic score 60 and make him score because what he likes to do is pass. But you force him to do something that he doesn't like to do the most. Hey, man, you never know what can happen, man. And now this right here, this screen and roll, right? This is where Jokic's defense really does get exploited, but we haven't seen it too much in these previous series because the other teams don't have a player that could come right off the screen and pull it from 3. Like a player like Steph would, which makes that Golden State matchup so tough for Denver. So peep this. Kyle Lowry ripped off like 2 of these back-to-back to cut the lead down. And so Jokic, if he's dropped all the way back, you got a player that comes right off that screen to shoot it. It's just extremely tough to guard for Jokic because he's not the fastest foot player. Then right there. It's just so tough. That weak side, man. You get that ball to Jokic in the middle of the floor and you're playing that weak side. It's so tough to do, especially if that player gets all the way on that baseline. Boom, Jokic catch in the middle, right? And now Robinson, you're dropping from the wing. But if that player is all the way down in that corner, all the way to that baseline, you're going to have to get all the way down to that baseline as well. And that's going to take a long time. And now you won't even be able to get to that rotation on the wing as well. That's just a long distance to cover and extremely hard to guard, man. And he only took 12 shots, bro. Gets the ball in the middle once again. The soft touch has been forced upon Jokic because he has no athleticism. That's the main reason for that soft touch. Peep this once again. Gets into the middle of the floor. Not much legs, just a soft touch around the rim. And since he doesn't have that athleticism, he's been forced to find another way to be able to score against bigger players and be able to score in the paint. And then also mix that with this playmaking, he's just as much of a threat as any paint player we've ever seen. So, then Miami. Quick thing about Miami. A lot of people think this game was just a breeze, but it really wasn't. Caleb Martin, who's been averaging like 12 to 14, was off. Strus was off, but Highsmith showed up. But if they have either Martin or Strus who shows up and is going to knock down some shots, that could change the whole course of the game and can actually make the end of this game competitive because they only lost by like 12 or 14. So, and then right here, late game, just making smart plays, remaining patient still, right? But in these situations, you only want to take great shots. And the great shots mean layups, the ones that you know will go down. But peep how Jokic is able to deceive this whole play to be able to get that pass to AG. Going down transition, right? You already have the numbers at this point, right? Pretty much 5 on 3, 4 on 3, right? But now he slows it down. So the defense also slows down. Now they relax. They don't want to match up so much. And they let AG slip right by. And now he gets that foul. And right here, late game. Trying to give himself a little bucket. Bam trying his best. He trying his hardest, right? But regardless, that soft touch, the height, He just gets that right over the top, and he dominated this game, taking just 12 shots. So that's the end of this video. Make sure you subscribe, like, turn on notifications. We dropping videos about every other day. Also streaming, so make sure you hit the link in the descriptions. Go follow, and we out of here.